moto friends. On today's adventure, we are going to be taking this 2006 KTM 950 out up in the mountains. It just rained last night. It's going to be muddy. It's going to be an epic day. Now, if you're familiar with this channel, you know I do vintage bikes. And if we're going by the technical definition of 20 years old to make it vintage, this one doesn't quite make the cut. It's more retro than vintage, but we're gonna give it a hall pass today because it's so cool and it is very iconic, and it really does have a lot more in common with vintage bikes than you might think. For one, it's carbureted. Two, there's nothing fancy about it. There's no ABS or fancy electronics, just a big, nasty 462 pound 100 horsepower dirt bike, and it is an absolute blast to ride. It was born out of rally racing, and it really, in my opinion, is a timeless bike. The look of it, the style of it, in my mind, this is a vintage bike that's just going to be vintage in a couple years. So we're going to ride it today. First thing we're going to do actually is head downtown. A bunch of old guys get together every Thursday morning and have coffee. Scottie, who from Scottie's workshop, is going to be there. He does vintage BMWs. He's supposed to come ride with me today. We'll see if anybody else wants to go, but we're going out no matter what. Everybody.
What's up, Bill?
Hey, how's it going?
You look ready.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. After some morning pleasantries, I was stoked to hear that about half the guys were ready to go on an adventure ride up to the top of the Calaveras Dome, which Scottie and I had talked about the day before. So I ran home, updated my GPS track real quick, and we agreed to meet at the Chevron station for the takeoff point. Plan is to head up the highway to Black Springs OHV, and then we'll hop off there. And I'm pretty darn sure I got a good track to take us right up to the top of the dome. What an amazing time of year. The trees were just incredible, and we're just so grateful that there's not snow on the ground right now and we can be riding. Here's the turnoff at Black Springs OHV. From here, we've got about 20 miles up to the top of the dome. It turns to dirt pretty quickly. And I know this doesn't look like anything, but it's like grease on pavement. If you're not paying attention, you'll be on the ground before you know it. Nice. How's it going?
It's going great.
Nice. Bike running good?
Yeah.
Sweet. This stuff's pretty slick.
You guys are heated grips on? Yeah, I'll put them on. Lucky bastard.
Luxury.
Yeah, lucky bastard.
Living in luxury. This bike can make even the most docile fire road fun. It just works so well. At 100 horsepower, there's more throttle than you'll ever need, but it's still manageable once you get used to it. And the suspension is really remarkable too, like right here when this water bar snuck up on me. And another one. Oh. What happened? What happened to them?
They're totally falling apart.
Oh no, the Mandalorian
the
boots.
Plastic just gave out. You wear vintage boots and, you know.
That's right.
The last ride.
Everyone doing good?
Yeah. Doing
Nice.
great.
Nice, man. Scottie, what are you riding today?
I am riding a 1988 R100 GS.
And how is it handling?
Yeah, it likes this kind of stuff.
I
it's
bet.
Like commuting to work.
I bet. Yeah. This is what this bike was made for.
Totally. Chugging down shitty roads.
Yeah.
This is the bike that invented the class.
That's right, man. Thanks for riding a truly vintage bike today. The rest of us are on more modern stuff. And how's this Versus doing?
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
4,000 miles.
Heck yeah. Rack them up. And we know how you're doing, Mike. I can hear you back there, sliding corners, baby.
That's it, drifting it. She's an old girl, but she can still dance.
Oh, heck yeah. And this thing's doing good too. You just got to be standing up. This big heavy bike.
You ride the shit out of this
Oh,
thing.
thanks, man. It's fun to slide sideways sometimes. Sometimes you don't want it to. Right. All right, we're headed that way. So we got Goozy Mike here on the RFS era KTM 450. Yeah, get some, Mike. And then we've got yet another Michael here on that Kawasaki Versys. He's shredding today. And then, of course, Scottie on his old GS just smashing. One of the most important things I've learned riding big bikes off-road is you absolutely have to stand up. It's really the only way to make them turn correctly. So fun. All right, so we think we made it to the top. We're pretty sure. It looks like the land seems to drop off over there. So apparently there's a footpath over here that we will go to. Here it is, folks, the view from the top of the Calaveras Dome. This is what it looks like from the other side, and we're somewhere up here. Crazy people climb this thing all the time. But anyway, we're just happy to be at the top and couldn't think of a better way to get here than on motorcycles. Now, if you watch this channel, you've probably heard me say this before, but there really is nothing like getting on a motorcycle out in the backcountry. Not to mention the amazing company you find along the way. It's such an immersive and joyful experience, I can't even describe it. You just have to go out and do it for yourself. And it doesn't even matter what bike you're on. So dust off that motorcycle that's been sitting for too long, or go out and buy whatever in your budget, throw a leg over, get outside. Scottie, good to see you, man. That was awesome. You ride the hell out of that thing. It's fun. It sounds cool too.
I think it sounds badass.
My favorite part is every time you go through a puddle, you're immediately followed by a huge cloud of steam from those pipes.
We should stop at Camp Connell for a beer.
Okay.
Where?
Cheers, guys. Right on. Thanks so much for watching that video. Be sure to tune in every Saturday morning for more fun and adventures. Check out the Bike and a Beer series where we've gone over 30 motorcycles discussing the history and attributes, all while drinking a cold beer. We ride everything, and there's 2 strokes, there's 4 strokes, some really cool stuff. Follow along for some epic adventures in the High Sierra on all types of rare and incredible motorcycles. There's a workshop element to this channel too, as I do a lot of my own mechanical work. I'll share all the tips and tricks I've learned, show you all the tools I use to get it done, and there'll be some exciting new products to promote as well. So join in every Saturday morning, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. Thanks.